What's going on YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be and welcome to Iron Saga, a brand new waifu slash mecha hero collector that came out just a couple of days ago. So if you do want to download the title, I will have the links in the description below. So let's go ahead and get this started off as we always do, because you all know a hero collector can truly only be as fun as the waifus that you can collect. Man, I'm feeling really good with my voice right now. So starting from the top, ladies and gentlemen, you have to have the quintessential lolly character. Of course, we have a waifu here sitting on some type of teddy bear pillow cloud of some sort. Let's keep on going here. We have a waifu with meme dog. And obviously, if you guys know me, we have a Western waifu. If you guys know me, you know that these waifus appeal to me. This is clearly gonna get the FG3000 stamp of approval when it comes to heroes that you can collect. There's also some male characters as well, so you're not left out. If you're tired of the fan service, there are a few male characters. We will be doing a summoning session towards the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. This character right here, I believe you get for free on your third day of logging in. And there is the final waifu that I have. Now, the cool thing about this game, like I said, it is a waifu slash mecha collector. So there are some mechas that you can collect. So here are a preview of some of the characters that I have, or some of the mechas that I have. These are the characters that are actually gonna be in combat. So the waifus and the male characters that I just showed you, you're only really gonna see them in combat when they do their ultimate. This is what you're really gonna be seeing inside combat. Now, the neat thing about this, let's say you have a favorite waifu and a favorite mecha, they're all interchangeable. So you can put any mecha or waifu inside of each other. Kappa. You can interchange any of the waifus or the mechas to kind of fit your play style here. So let's say I really want to switch her out. I can basically change the pilot and I can use any of these characters here, swap her out, boom. We'll go back to my team lineup, and as you guys can see, she is now inside the Valkyrie. So very nice touch. I do like the way they did that. So let's go ahead and jump over here into combat. And I have to say, this is kind of where the positivity starts to wane a little bit. I gotta be real. I'm here on Battle 6, Chapter 6. So let's go ahead and jump on over. So the combat or the campaign screen is a little different. You're basically gonna jump from node to node to node. As you unlock these nodes, you're gonna unlock different story sequences, sometimes treasure chests. So we'll go ahead and open up that treasure chest, get ourselves a little something something. And then of course you have your actual campaign nodes. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into combat. We're gonna go ahead and do 6-2 on normal. And I'll show you, I really do like the loading screen, the splash art. All of the art on the mecha is fantastic. The game just loses me once I get into combat now. This is more of a hands-off combat hero collector. You can do a little bit of manual input. So for example, I can like drag one of my mechas out of danger or out of the front line, or if there's like something on the ground, like a power-up or something like that, I can drag one of them towards the power-up to grab it. But for the most part, let's be real, this is more of a hands-off combat hero collector. Now, I have kind of like a checklist when it comes to hands-off combat, when it comes to hero collectors. I am not opposed to hands-off combat. Like, I play Destiny Child. For the most part, I never play that game manual, like, ever. So I'm not against hands-off hero collectors, but there has to be something visually exciting. And even like, this was supposed to be a dream, let me tell you. Waifus, mechas, bullet hell, hero collector, that was supposed to be the dream team right there. But once I kind of got into the game, I don't really get a lot out of this from a visual splendor standpoint. Like, to me, and I know I'm gonna get some trash for this, but I'm gonna say it anyway, this game reminds me a lot of the how I felt when I played Azure Lane. Like, I know Azure Lane is a great game with great waifus from a very good development team. It's extremely free to play, but once I actually get into combat with Azure Lane, it loses me. Like, I get no enjoyment out of watching those characters perform combat. Like, when it comes to hands-off hero collectors, I need big screen filling ultimates. I need really crazy animation quality. I need something for my eyes to be turned on. And I'm not really that turned on from the combat. I'm just not. I'm sorry to say. Even though that one was actually pretty decent. Every now and then the game will give you some characters that you don't have unlocked to kind of just show off what they look like, etc., to get you kind of hyped for unlocking them in the future. So that is combat that's currently in the game here. What you're going to kind of do here in these campaign screens, as you defeat them, more and more difficult nodes will unlock. I do love the splash art though. I really do. More and more difficulty will unlock as you move along. Clear them out, get all the stars, get all the loot, rinse and repeat. and that's basically combat. There is an additional, you can, if you want to have a little bit of manual control, you can turn on manual skills, which are basically the ultimates. But I found, like I said, pretty hands-off combat for me. So there you go. Soundtrack, by the way, voice acting is superb. As far as the translations are concerned, I know a lot of people were kind of talking about that early on. I kind of, look, see this power up? Check this out. Ready? Beep, beep. I started playing the game when the translations were really bad, so I kind of got into the habit of skipping them. So I'm really not going to speak on the story too much in this game. So there you go. That is your basic storyline combat. In addition to that, you also have a few other different types of gameplay here. When it comes to side story and challenge, it's basically played exactly like your story mode when it comes to the combat perspective. The only different type of combat that's currently in the game is going to be this combat simulation. I'll show off a little bit of this, but I won't do a full... let me make sure that it's on portrait mode. All right, I won't do a full stage of this, but as you guys just saw, the combat that I just showed you was very hands-off. This is the exact opposite. This is hands-on combat, ladies and gentlemen. And as you guys can see, you take your strongest mecha and you put them in this kind of like ARPG style. I can jump, I can do different attacks. So if you want something a little bit different, this is available. This would be something that would be a lot better as far as playing it on your phone versus emulator, but you can probably get a little bit of enjoyment out of here on emulator. And kind of what I showed you before we jumped in here, you do have the option between switching this between portrait or landscape. So once again, if you're on your phone, definitely turn that bad boy in landscape and really enjoy it. So there you go. That is the different combat here in the world of Iron Saga. I don't want to play that one completely out. I just hit continue. There you go. Exit that out. So there you go. That is your main battle there. Let's go back over here to the home screen. Go to the base here. So that's that. Of course, there is arena. Right now, let's see. I'm pretty sure I can beat you there. Use my first lineup. Hello, wife. The artwork is on point. Like, I'm not going to take that away from Iron Saga. The artwork is on point. But here is PvP here. It's you versus the AI, of course, of other players in the game. This game is really strange. Normally, so I've seen lots of hero collectors that give you randomized names. That's a randomized name that the game gave me. Normally, about 30 minutes to an hour in, most games give you a rename ticket for free. I haven't seen that. Maybe I missed it. I could have totally missed it, but I have not seen a rename ticket given to me just yet. So I have to spend gems in order to rename myself. That's really strange. Oh, here you go. Ooh, very nice little fragment. So if I go over here back to my main base, I still got to spend some gems. Not a lot of gems, but normally games give you a rename card for free. This game has not. I think it's actually a bad move. Like if friends want to find each other and people want to kind of connect and just let people name themselves. That just seems weird. And don't charge people for that. I don't know what they were thinking on that one. All right, so that was Arena. I already showed you Battle. Coming up at level 25, I believe this unlocks guilds. You also have this cool little develop feature where you can actually change the way your mecha looks. So as you defeat certain parts of the story, as long as you have the resources, you can actually modify this specific mecha here, which is kind of neat there. What else do we have here? Supply is pretty straightforward. These are like all of the shops and all of the different login rewards, global launch events, etc., etc. We're not going to go through that too much there. There are events in the game, but it's not the events that you're used to. As you guys know, FG doesn't really like mini games. I normally skip mini games in pretty much every single game that I play. But you have this mini game where you try to guess the outcome of an encounter between two different teams. You have this little Flappy Bird things, a race. I'm not really into mini games at all, so I would skip these, but there you go. If you like mini games, there are 3 different types of mini games here that'll get you rewards there. The Academy just shows you all the different parts of the game. So that is that. If we go down here at the bottom of the screen, I already showed you actually over here to teams here. So as you continue going through the game, it looks like you can unlock quite the band of characters here. So right now I have 4 unlocked. It looks like you can have a team of 8. But don't fact check me on that one. That's pretty crazy. So that's pretty cool there. As far as social, that is your friendship there. You have cafe, which reminds me a lot of King's Raid. So different pilots are going to appear in your cafe. You can take them out to lunch. You can buy them sodas, gifts, etc., etc. Build up your affection with them, and I assume that you can unlock them once it's maxed out. But of course, I haven't done that just yet. There is 2 different gachas. So you have a gacha just for pilots, and then you do have a gacha for mechas as well. So if we go over here, you have a separate gacha there. So whatever you're looking for, you can kind of roll for those. So what I'm gonna do, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do, I think I'm gonna do recruit for waifus, because why not? Actually, we'll just do one of each. So here are a few more of the waifus here that I wasn't able to show you off. Very awesome, I like that. Catalina, easily my favorite waifu in the game right now. That was very easy. And then if we go over here to mechas, 3 more purchases to get an S mecha. It's gonna cost me 2,000, let go. Some of the lower tier ones are also like tanks and helicopters too as well. That looked like something like Master Chief. Riot Police. See, the designs are really cool. And this just makes me want a mecha waifu hero collector like this game, but just not this game. I'm sorry to say. I know a lot of people were really hyped about this one. I played it, I tried to give it a chance. I know a lot of people in my Discord are having a ton of fun with this one, but for me, I'm just like I said, if I play a hands-off hero collector where I'm not really that engaged in combat, I have to have some type of visual splendor, and for me, it just doesn't do it for me. I can collect waifus in any game. So that's that. This is Iron Saga. Once again, my name is FG3000. I will have the links in the description below if you want to download this one. Give it a try. Don't take my word on it. You might like it. I know a lot of people are really enamored with this game, so take that for what it's worth. My name is FG3000. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.